this thing on? Oh, okay. Hey there, football fans. It's week number 8, episode number 8 of Nick's Who Gives a Crap Football Update, aka Andy by the Buffalo. I'm head coach Andy Reid of the Kansas City Chiefs, filling in today for Nick on his YouTube channel here. Going to tell you a little bit of the updates on the football this week. Give you first an update on Patrick Mahomes. Limited in practice again this week. We expect that he may be back next week for sure. Still holding out hope that he's going to get in this week against the Minnesota Vikings. We need to start winning better, doing a little bit better at home. I think we'll be getting there pretty soon. But we'll see about that in the coming weeks. Nick didn't get to have an episode last week on here. Apologize for that. Apologize on behalf of Nick for not being on here last week. Had different things going on. But catching up this week on a few things, Nick told me that he was ready to put the Oklahoma Sooners in the national championship game this year that was lining out that way. Apparently, there was a little bit of an upset there in the game against the Kansas State Wildcats. We saw that the Kansas State Wildcats took care of business and they beat the Sooners in that game. However, Nick did want me to tell you, don't have any concerns there, Sooner fans. They will be getting back into contention. They still will be winning the Big 12 and have one loss team very easily able to make it into the college playoff. Not so sure about the national championship at this point, but they will be contending for it still this year. The Oklahoma State Cowboys, on the other hand, continue to be very disappointing. Not doing a very good job on the field. Quarterback Spencer Sanders is regressing as the season goes on. Not seeing the things that we're wanting to see out of him continuing on as the season goes. Concerned there about that team finishing the year strong. They did have a great win, however, against Iowa State. Nick wanted me to remind everybody that he did say Iowa State was very overrated at the beginning of the season, and that's obviously proving to be true. Moving a little bit forward here now onto the NFL. The Dallas Cowboys had a bye week this week, but the week before last, they looked very, very good, taking care of business in that game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Happy to see that happen myself. The Philadelphia Eagles always looks good for them to lose if I'm not the head coach there. So the Dallas Cowboys took care of business. I hear that Nick had a bit of a rant the last time he was on here, saying that they didn't do the job. Jason Garrett didn't do the job. The team didn't have the mental capacity made up to take care of business. They showed up. They showed up to play. They showed up to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Emotionally took care of business there against the Eagles to take over that division. Looking like they're in the driver's seat at this point. They just take care of business the rest of the way down the stretch. So, he wants to talk a little bit more about the NFL this week. Talking tonight about the 49ers, who are undefeated. At this point, you can't say it's a fluke. We're getting halfway through the season. We're starting to see what teams really are. My Chiefs continue to struggle a little bit, but we're going to get the ship righted here before the end of the season and still make a run in the playoffs. The 49ers, however, Nick does see them losing tonight to the Arizona Cardinals. As an upset win. Nick's picking this week is the Arizona Cardinals over the San Francisco 49ers. The Patriots continue to roll along their schedule as they have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. This week, though, they've got the Baltimore Ravens. So let's take a look. Let's take a step back there and see what happens. I think there's a good chance that we see another upset possibly with the Baltimore Ravens. However, there's not many defenses playing better than the Patriots right now. Got a lot for me to think about, so I'm prepared to get Pat ready for the playoff matchup for them in the future. So that's what we're going to have as a rundown there in the NFL. Basically, I think that this week we're going to start seeing more teams take a step forward, moving forward. The Minnesota Vikings have looked good. They have taken care of business of late. Kirk Cousins looks like a totally different quarterback. I still feel like the New Orleans Saints, though, are the best team in the NFC. I think the New Orleans Saints are going to be representing in the Super Bowl for the NFC. Packers have looked very good, however, as well. But let's hold off here on just counting the Dallas Cowboys dead. I'm going to speak for Nick and say that the Dallas Cowboys have shown some stuff. Let's see if they can turn around. I'm interested to see what Michael Bennett does coming in to that locker room and see what he's able to do coming in. So we're going to talk really don't have anything else to talk about this week. But I did want to tell you, make sure you tune in for next week's episode. Nick will have a lot more information for you when he comes back. As I fill in, I've got a lot of preparations here, getting ready to decide what I want here. If I'm going to get the T-bone steak and eggs, or if I'm going to go for the Papa Joe's pork chops and eggs here from the Waffle House. But look forward to a great college football weekend. Looking forward to seeing Oklahoma State continue to do things well and see if they can finish the year strong, getting into bowl eligibility here pretty quick. The Sooners, like I mentioned, they're going to bounce back strong this week. They will get back into the winning column pretty quick. So there you have it. And I want Nick wanted me to make sure that you know that to click like and subscribe if you want to continue to follow his channel. Please give a thumbs up if you like what you saw this week. Give a thumbs down if you think that I'm full of crap or Nick's full of crap. But we would very much appreciate it if you did subscribe to this channel. And I hope that you know Nick wants you to have a blessed football weekend. Take care. Is that it? No. Oh, thanks. See you later.